who's present. You always talk about a present person. Don't. Stop talking about a present parent. Don't make me say more than I have to say.
You believe that? Hold on. Oh no. Do you believe that? Huh?
Stop talking about being a present parent.
Stupid, like, can you at least act like you support me? Man, nigga, you're weird.
Who supported if he is the one who thought about it? So waking up to news of Shalimai's decision to enter the portal, and her dad saying that it's basically stupid, or the decision or whatever is stupid.
Man,
Y'all make this move together.
you're a smart man. You're a very smart man.
Right?
Because it wasn't just about me. That's what people don't understand.
I knew that.
It's about putting my kids in the right situation for them to be successful as well.
Don't forget, if you get weak-minded, you get a little soft, if you get a little sensitive. Remember, this is personal.
Really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Since Coach Prime don't cuss, I'm not going to cuss on this, but I'm going to try to give y'all as much game as possible, even to the young lady involved. This is what happens when children cling to their mama and don't realize their mom's sabotaging. So the young lady was playing basketball. She wanted to be recruited. She wanted to have the feeling of being recruited. That's long story short. That's what her mama was talking about through the whole length of the video. So she never got a chance to be recruited. So she went to Jackson because her daddy was at Jackson. Her daddy moved to Colorado. She went to Colorado because her daddy's at Colorado. So she wants the idea to be, I want to be free and do my own thing. And her father, Coach Prime was like, her going through the transfer portal is stupid. Now she wound up at HBCU, I think Alabama A&M, I think. The issue is what? So first and foremost, the daughter's gonna make this decision, leave, and when she's in Alabama, she thinks she's just gonna be able to call her dad and say, "Hey, Dad, I need some money. Hey, Dad, I need this. Hey, Dad, I need this. Hey, Dad, I need that." And depending on how he feeling at the time, he might be like, no. He might be like, yeah, I'll still help you. Or he might be like, no. You wanted to go out into the world on your own and see how you could make it. So make it. See if you can make it. Let's see how, because if that happens, then it's going to be all of a sudden he's a no good person, right? Now, let's take it a step further. I guess she didn't think about, NIL. And what I mean is, you think you're going to be able to go to Alabama and get an NIL deal because of your daddy, not understanding that your dad was getting you was getting a bag from what? Advertising and marketing, because he was putting you in commercials with him, right? So by the time you graduated college, you would have had a good bag, but you chose otherwise. No problem. Now, as far as playing time's earned. Now, there's politics in sports for sure. Some people are going to, how can I say this? Some people are not going to play because of whatever the coach's preferences are, or some people are going to play because of the coach's preferences. Sometimes you just got to beat people out. You got to compete. And sometimes even if you compete, it don't work. So people do transfer. Here's the thing, though. You're not going to have your dad's cachet watching your back when you get to this new school, because
just because you transfer there and people know you coming, they might sit you down anyways, just for the record. Like, hey, we got you here. They might play you to say she's here. But the question is is this a publicity stunt when you go to the next school that's gonna make you a publicity stunt and not actually a player if you really wanted to play? Now, the third thing I would say is this if you actually want to say make it to the WNBA, this is not the route to take. I'm not saying that because she went to HBCU. I'm saying because ultimately you didn't play at one school and you're going to try to play at the next. And honestly, if you if you had upped your game a little bit at Colorado but next year started or was a six woman off the bench and then you went, definitely it'd have made better sense. But since you really didn't get playing time until garbage time, hey, I doubt they're gonna do something with you, just for the record. Now, more importantly, the sabotage comes in right here with the mother. And your dad's trying to make an adult, put you in a good adult position. Your mother's trying to put you in a good child position. And you don't realize that. But the clip that I had, she's over there laid up like a 5-year-old, like, I'm looking in the camera, mama, as a child. That right there, that's something the mother should know. This is not a good idea. But they could have just chopped up the clip. I gotta admit, they could have did that. But when your child starts to becoming an adult, you push them from acting like children around you. Like, no, 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 no. You're not gonna revert and be an 8-year-old because I let you do something. That's sabotage. And what I mean by sabotage is whether you know it or not, your mom's comfortable with you reverting to be a child when you're supposed to be growing to be an adult. She'll let you just act like a kid as long as she get what she wants out of the situation. Now, ultimately, do you think your mother's going to help you in this situation more than your father helped you in the last two situations? If you believe that, you're a sucker, but you're going to find out the hard way. Now, the other thing about this is it's one of those catch-22, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't situations, because when a father's involved, it's an issue. Now, when he's not going to be involved, it's going to be an issue. So when he was helping, it was an issue. And when you left his help and he don't help, it's an issue. If your father puts you in a position to win, it's an issue. If you put yourself in a position to lose and you lose and your father don't help you in that situation to turn that into a win, it's an issue. So this becomes the problem with these situations is that, oh, okay, I see what's going on now. Mama want to be the hero, cool. You got to take a step back and look at this in a sense and say, okay, the two sons in this particular point are following their father's directions, and it looks like it's going to end up well for both of them. So you would assume that if the daughter would have stayed, it was going to end up well for her. So by the end of next year, by the end of this year, rather, take it to 2024. By the end of this year, both of the boys might be on their way to the NFL. Now, what's going to happen with her by the end of, not necessarily by the end of this year, I would say by the spring of next year, what's going to be her issue? You get what I'm saying? What is going to be her issue? is she going to be on that path to get a bag? And I don't think so. I don't think so. And the issue becomes what? You could do whatever you want to do. You're right. You grown. But I don't think her father have a problem with it if she said, "Hey, Dad, if this don't work out, that's this on me. This on me. If I go to this situation and I wind up in the same type of situation I was in Colorado, then that's on me." You know. But the other thing about this whole thing is, let's just talk about parental alienation for a second. You see, the child is with the father, and the mother interjected herself into the situation. You could tell. You could tell she interjected herself into the situation. You know, so she was part of the team that she was part of the reason that she wound up going to Alabama. I believe it's Alabama. So if it works out well, congratulations, Mom. But if it works out terribly, somebody got to say, hey, when you go and admit your mama don't make good decisions, and you followed it. So, but going back to the alienation part, you see how fathers really don't get in the way of the mothers communicating with the children. But in the same circumstance, this mother never gave the father a heads up. So this is where all this bad parenting and sabotage come from. Because if you're gonna play this game, because that's what it is, it's a game. The child got to know at some point, oh, I'm just a pawn in this game to get back at him. But when are you gonna figure that out as a child? Because you're gonna have to grow up and start making duck lips in the camera and realize, oh, I just got played. I played myself and I got played. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm gonna ask my dad to fix it. And the dad might be like, hey man, no. You grown, you fix it. So this is the issue with these self-sabotaging kids and they sabotaging mamas. But you tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
What's going on? Talk to me. I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.